I'll just get fired in when I check that everything's in tune and working. No, I won't. I'll start out by just explaining a little bit about the pipes. So this, as you know already, is called the Uilleann pipes. For those who don't know, Uilleann is Irish, or Gaelic for elbow, obviously because you play them with your elbow. And they began to sort of come to form like this in the late 1700s. Prior to this, in Ireland, they had what was called peat war, which were basically war pipes in the same form as you have the great Highland bagpipe. But during the penal times, the instrument was adapted to be able to be played in situations where it was quieter and you would basically draw less attention to yourself from the local powers that be. So they were made quieter and obviously more sophisticated as well. Regulators are these parts, which you see here, the kind of shiny parts in front, and there. This is a normal full set, which has 3 rows of regulators, which have keys on them. I don't know if everyone can see, but you basically, accompany yourself chordally with your wrist, and I use my thumb as well, while you're playing it on the chanter. The chanter itself, I suppose this is really like the combination instrument of tonight. We've had the Northumbrian pipes, which more or less operates a closed system, and then obviously the small pipes, which operate an open system. With the Uilleann pipes, because you put the chanter on your knee, you can, to some degree, emulate both. You can play closed by, stopping the air after every note, or you can play legato as well. So that's more or less. There's 7 reeds in total in this instrument, so that's about 7 times more bother. I think. This set was made for me by a man from England who lived in Grimsby in the northeast, called Dave Williams, who is probably a very, very famous maker, who sadly died at the end of 2003. But his sets are very, very fine. And yeah, I suppose people were talking earlier on about types of pipes dying out, and I think the Uilleann pipes came pretty close in the 60s. I think at that stage there was only recorded to be 6 makers in the world, and a handful of players, or a lot of people who weren't playing. But that's all changed now, and there are makers all over the world, and we even get asked to do soundtracks for Scottish movies and things like that. It's pretty good all in all. But anyway, I'll check if these are in tune and I'll play some.